Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from our family here at Red Poppy Ranch to yours. Hopefully your day is going better than the driver in the UPS truck that thought he could come all the way up to our house and deliver a package or two. Speaking of packages, Johannesburg, South Africa. I think this is from Craig. My wife and I are from South Africa and we're happy to make a trip out to see you on our current trip to Wichita. Unfortunately, they were not able to do it. I mentioned a long time ago about the tool wall, and so Craig sent me some tools. A set of clamps that used to be his uncle's. He was a boiler maker and was really good with his hands. Craig, Mandy, and their three boys, Adam, Connor, and Ben. One of my favorite names, Ben. Lynette is also a big fan of Red Poppy Ranch and sends her regards to everyone. Okay, let's see what we got here. This one will get hung up on the wall out there.
Oh, that's cute. I like that color on you. Yeah.
Crafted in South Africa just for you.
Oh, wow. Oh, fun. Follow your heart. Probably for Callie.
That's Callie.
I like that. That's fun.
That's rad. And this is for Reed.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, wow.
Okay, so these are traditional. Look at that. You see what that says down on the bottom?
That says made in South Africa.
But these will go on the wall, which I'm getting really close to starting to lay out there. So Craig and family, thank you so much for sending this to me.
I'm thinking of us.
I'm gonna ring the bell for him. And if you ever, Craig and family, if you guys ever get near us, you've got an open invitation to come ring the bell. So thank you so much for sending all this to us. That was amazing.
Lumen is an amazing tool that helps us increase our energy levels and feel better. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic device that measures your metabolism through your breath and lets you know if you're burning fats or carbs. All you need to do is breathe into your Lumen first thing in the morning. Download the app to your phone where you can read your results. You will get tailored guidance to improve your nutrition, workout, sleep, and even help with stress management.
Then Lumen gives you a personalized nutrition plan for that day based on your measurements. Optimal metabolic health is so important for improved energy levels, better fitness results, better sleep, and easier weight management. You can also breathe into it before and after workouts and meals so you know exactly what's going on in your body in real time. And Lumen will give you tips and keep you on top of your health game.
So if you want to take the next step in improving your health, go to lumen.me/redpoppyranch to get 15% off of your Lumen. That's lumen.me/redpoppyranch for 15% off.
Thanks, Lumen, for sponsoring this video. Using a piece of cardboard, I can transfer the notch to the log that needs to be cut very quickly. These logs were used in a barn for over 100 years before I got them. I decided to cut the bottom and the top off them and do a lap joint on the 8-sided cabin. Over here where I'm building the 8-sided cabin, it only gets about 3.5 hours of direct sunlight this time of year. I have 3 saws that I normally use, and at the moment all 3 of them are having problems with their oilers. My little Husqvarna 120 saw would be perfect for this, but it's out of commission. So I'm using my big 545, which is my favorite saw, but it is a heavy saw, and by the end of the day my arms are sore. The more that I use the chainsaw like this, the better I'm getting at cutting this notch. But each of these notches takes quite a bit of time. Hi Ruby, you're making it hard for me, lovey. What are we doing? We going for a ride? Ruby, you're making it. Ruby! Ruby, what are you doing, Ruby? Come on, Ruby. Your breath smells atrocious. You've obviously been eating chicken poop. It might be that the weed burner is the tool that gets used the most on this 8-sided cabin build. This half saddle notch isn't that complicated, but the more I do it, I can see that if I just take my time and slowly creep up on it, getting it fitting as tight as I possibly can. But I can't see a fast way to do this and still keep the notches looking good, so it's going to take some time. If you're paying attention, you notice that I took the big boulder out of the center of the cabin where the fire is now burning. I decided to remove that boulder because it was just too big for the space that I had to work with. So if you remember, these logs all came from a barn that was built over in Bear Lake over 100 years ago. Some of the logs had a little bit of surface rot on the top or the bottom, so I ran them through the sawmill, removing anything that was bad. In the process, I tried to make them all basically the same thickness, so when I do these saddle notches, they all line up as best as they can, but they are logs and they're all different, so every one of them has to be shaped to fit the log below it. As I work on these notches and get these logs closer and closer together the way that I want them, it starts to look more and more like what I thought it would in my head. I'm getting better at the notches. I can see that once my little saw is fixed, I should be able to do this all day long. Again, these notches really aren't that complicated, but because I have a limited number of these logs, the last thing I want to do is overshoot the notch and turn the log into firewood. It isn't rocket surgery as they say, but it is a little bit on the monotonous side. I have to do the same basic thing over and over and over again to the same log sometimes, just to get it to fit as tight as I want it to fit before running timber screws through it to the log below it. I'm not going to put any insulation in between the logs as I'm putting them together, but I am going to chink it once it's finished. Well, it's not happening as fast as I wanted it to, but I'm going to stick with this. And if it takes me all winter long to get the 80 to 100 log set that I need to, then so be it. Now that these first logs are in place, even if the snow gets deep, I should be able to work. Melody watches over. We wanted to say thank you for taking time to stop by and check on us and see what we're up to. We will see you guys in a week.